What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Freakin Uncultured Podcast. As always, my name is Andy, and I'm always joined by my good buddy Chandler. Chandler, how's it going today, man? How you doing today?
It's going good, as you know. I've been playing Metal Gear Solid Delta, so yeah, that's my life has been here recently.
That's your small talk. You're just jumping right into it. That's all you've been doing.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. No, you know what? It's just my small talk today.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's roll into the episode, guys. So.
All right, let's get it.
No, as always, guys, if you're a regular watcher of the show, we always talk about kind of whatever we want, but mainly it's going to be about video games. But hopefully here soon, we got some holidays coming up. We got some really good ideas that we're kind of putting into the work. So who knows? Maybe we'll kind of mix some things up. But as always, we start with small talk. And as Chandler said, he started playing some Metal Gear Delta. What are you thinking about it so far, man?
So, as you know, because I know you agree with me in this statement, but Snake Eater is not my favorite Metal Gear game, and I know it's not yours either, but it is the fan favorite, though. I'll say this. I'm really enjoying it so far. They have made a lot of great quality of life features and made it more enjoyable than whenever I initially played it, but it still does not hold a candle to 1 and 2.
Okay. So that's my thing is I played Snake Eater when it first came out, but it wasn't it didn't hook me, so I never finished it. But
oh, you didn't finish it?
I never finished. No, I never finished 3.
Oh. Okay.
Now, Sons of Liberty, I love the first one, and I put so much time into Sons of Liberty. Like that was one I would finish and replay and just kind of do whatever I wanted. Like I had a ton of fun with that one, so that was always my favorite, even though I know everyone hates the protagonist in that one, Raiden. Everyone.
Okay, I like him, just saying.
He was so whiny, and everyone always gave him a lot of hell for it, so I know that was kind of a big factor, too. So.
Boo-hoo. You know who else is whiny? The fans. Get over it.
Wow, you're just swinging for the fences today on that one. So,
man, I sure am. And you know what? While I'm at it, I know majority of you watching this right now are not subscribed to this channel. I know that roughly 85% of our viewership are non-subscribers to this institution. What are you doing with your life? Hit that button right now.
Yep, as always, guys, hit that like, subscribe. We always upload every Friday at noon on YouTube. Hopefully, we can start loading on more actual podcasting channels, but that's something for the future. But for me, my small talk, I actually got a chance to play a little Wu-Chang Fallen Feathers. And to be honest, I'm not...
Well, is that really what the game is called? Fallen Feathers?
I think so, unless I'm...
I just know it is Wu-Chang. Is there a sub title?
Yeah, I thought it was Fallen Feathers.
Is it really? Okay,
yeah.
Hold on.
But,
it sure is. I didn't know that. Okay.
But I'm not loving it, man.
Okay, let me ask you: is it a Souls-like or is it a hack and slash?
It's a Souls-like. It is very Souls-like. But the combat feels very weighted, and I'm just not a huge fan of it.
Weighted in what regard? What would you compare it to?
It feels slow and sluggish.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't feel like I like to the point where I don't feel like I don't feel like I'm playing the game correctly. And I don't know if that's a skill issue or something like that, but I know I'm going through the enemies and I've leveled up and I can, 1, 2, 3, enemies dead, stuff like that. I go into a boss fight, and I'm doing, 5 damage to it. I'm barely taking anything off its health bar. And I get it's a boss, but it's to the point where it's almost unfair. And I'm like, did I miss something? Do I need to level up more? And there's not really a leveling system. It's more of the a sphere, or the sphere grid from Final Fantasy. Like there's a skill tree you have to unlock, and that's how you actually level up your character, is through that skill tree. So it's weird. I don't know. I still want to play more of it, but obviously Metal Gear came out. I did get a copy of Lost Souls Aside that I really want to play, and that's kind of the next one I'm really chomping at the bit for. And then we've got a lot of good games coming up here in a few weeks, man. So
far too many, man. Far too many.
The backlog is already building, and we got a lot more coming up. So I do have a lot of games I want to check out. But
Yeah, no, that, and I mean, obviously, that means too for all of you out there, stay tuned because there's a lot of content coming. Like, there's a lot coming.
We
So,
got some good ideas. We got a lot of we've been bouncing a lot of ideas back and forth between us, so we got some ideas coming.
Mhm.
But we also have our 50th episode coming up too. We're a few episodes shy of 50, so we got some big. We're planning some things. We're talking a lot of new ideas, things we haven't talked about before. So who knows? Stay tuned. We might have a big surprise for you for episode 50. But
Yep.
anything else you want to cover before we jump into the topic? Anything you want to jump into?
Mm, mm, no, I already called everybody out for not being subscribed. So,
Fair enough. Do you want to give a second wave, another call out before we jump into the topic?
second call out to that.
Yeah, like just hey.
Oh yeah, yeah, subscribe.
Man, you're really not trying to make friends today, are you?
They hurt my feelings first.
No,
So it's
it's
justified.
it's something
No, I'm
different for
kidding.
us. Being on this side of the camera, we're obviously seeing the analytics and stuff, and we got this notification that I think he said 85% of the people watching are not subscribed.
Roughly.
So, I mean, regardless, if you are or you're not subscribed, we appreciate you stopping by and watching, but it never
yeah.
hurts to just hit that like and subscribe button. Every little bit of support like that, even throwing a comment down there, helps the algorithm and helps other people find us. So every little bit of support, we greatly appreciate.
Yeah, don't mistake my my heavy-handedness as what's the word I'm looking for? As disrespect to your time of listening to us, because that's absolutely not the intention. But you should still subscribe, bitch.
All right, well, on that note, before you insult more of our viewers, I'm gonna jump into the topic real quick. So, obviously, we had a lot of big game news come out, and we just had Gamescom happen in Germany. What was it, last week for us? I mean, we're a little bit behind the time, but
Yeah, I think it's been maybe 2 weeks now.
all right, so we're a little bit behind the eight ball on that one. But Gamescom just happened. A lot of big announcements came out, and we wanted to talk about some of the biggest highlights that we saw from Gamescom. Now, there is a little bit of a caveat to this. Obviously, there are some very big titles coming out, and there are a couple games we're both excited for, and we don't want to dig too much into the spoilers. So we're refusing to stay away from a couple of the big titles.
Yeah, that's the thing is I mean, you and I both know a lot of studios in their trailers nowadays like to put too much in their trailers. So it's just a thing of Andy and I wanted to stay away from having things potentially spoiled for us that would have upset us personally. So
Fair. So, but we've kind of made some arrangements just so we can still talk about a couple of these games. But there is one I am gonna throw out that obviously Resident Evil 9 Requiem is one that we are both very excited for. And I've seen a lot of stuff on the trailers, but I know Chandler wants to stay kind of away from the story on that one.
Mhm.
And so we're not gonna show anything on that. But I want to start off with the softball and just say RE9 is one we are both chomping at the bit for. That is one we are heavily excited for.
absolutely. Before we hop into this, let me ask you, what are you going to play it in, first person or third person?
See, I want to play it in first person.
Okay, I'm playing it in first person as well. And apparently the director said the reason that they're giving you the option from the gate is because people are complaining that first person's too scary. And so I was like, nah, bring it.
Well, I mean, because I've mentioned that to you about with Resident Evil 7. Because when they made that, they did the VR version, and they actually did a poll in Japan saying, hey, what did you think? And like the majority of people said this game is too scary, which is why they toned down the horror aspect from RE2 and Resident Evil 8 and Village and stuff like that. And they made it more of a thriller instead of horror. And that's why 7's always one of my favorites. So
I hope 9 leans more back into the horror aspect, though, since they're giving kind of people the option of how they want to play. But time will tell.
Agreed. I think it looks like we're kind of getting more into that horror theme. Like, it looks scary. Like, there's more of that anxious kind of like, oh my god, it's chasing me down the hallways kind of thing. So there's a little bit more to it. I'm excited to play it. I would love to see a proper VR expansion again, but that means I got to get a PSVR 2, and I don't really want to do that. So
I got one, so I'll just bring it over one day, or you can come over to my house. Either way, it works.
yeah, we'll just dust it off because I'm sure you haven't messed with it in a bit either.
Perhaps.
But all right, unless you have anything else, I'm gonna go into the first one for me. So
Yep, let's get it.
all right, guys. So we are going to start this off with obviously one of our most anticipated titles. And this is something we've talked about multiple times. But this is Silent Hill F. Hands down, this is probably the biggest title for me for 2025. What about you, man? What are you... Are you as excited as I am for this one?
I am extremely excited for this one. Especially because it's going to be just in time for October, and you know me, the farther we get into fall, the more I start to dive into these types of games. Resident Evil, Silent Hill, Chronos: The New Dawn is coming out just in time for fall as well. So it's perfect timing, so I already know it's going to hit just right for me.
Agreed. Now, for me, it's I obviously, is if you've listened to the podcast, I've sung the praises of Silent Hill for sure. But this is one that I'm very excited for. 2 Remake was incredible. That was absolutely a 10 out of 10 for me. But for me, like, I'm excited to see what they do here because we're getting back to more of a Japanese horror theme. You know, this is stuff like back in the day when we had Siren and Kuon and Fatal Frame and those style games, and it's like, I really hope, I want this one to do well because I want there to be a resurgence of this style horror, and I am 100%, this is going to be a day one game for me, and I actually want to do a Let's Play for this one because I am very excited for more Silent Hill F. And at Gamescom, they just released the story trailer, and I'm not going to dig into it because I know you want to stay away from it. I couldn't. Yep. I had to watch the trailer, and it looks amazing. And I'm very excited to just seeing that gets me more and more ready for the 25th.
25th.
Okay, no human, no more. I'm no longer a human's 15th. This is the 25th. Yeah.
Yeah, the same day as Sonic Racing Cross Worlds.
Well, I definitely know which one I'm gonna be playing.
Well, I'll be buying both because my wife's going to be playing the crap out of Cross Worlds. Which, by the way, small side tangent. They have the network test going this weekend, and my wife's put 14 hours into the network test so far.
Good lord.
But I have played some with her, though, and let me just say that Mario Kart needs to move over, because Mario Kart dropped the ball with this new title, especially now that Sonic Cross Worlds has come out and shown us how it's done.
Interesting. So, I haven't seen anything on it. I know you talked highly of it, so...
Oh, it's actually a lot of fun, man.
But back to Silent Hill, man. This is easily one of my most anticipated titles this year. We've got a lot of heavy hitters this year, but right now this is the one that I will be probably calling into work saying, "Hey, I'm sick. I can't come in, and I'll be playing this all day."
What day is the 25th, though?
I don't know, but it doesn't matter. I'm sick that day.
Okay, fair enough. 25th is a Thursday.
All right. I can be sick on a Thursday.
There you go. You need to be sick on Thursday and Friday, though. Is the thing.
Yeah. No, I mean, I got some sick time I'll take advantage of for sure, so.
There you go.
But all right, unless you have anything else you want to cover on Silent Hill F, man, like, again, I've been singing the praises of this game and this franchise, but this is one, it's different enough to refresh the franchise, in my opinion, and I can't wait to get my hands on it.
I'm very excited for it, but like I said, though, it still really confuses me on the fact of, is Silent Hill an actual place, but also a frame of mind? But I also know you said that both of those are correct, but it just bothers me that I don't have a definitive answer. And this game is probably going to make that worse for me.
I really just want to... Honestly, the only thing I can tell you is just play the older ones. Like, you'll learn more, but I think this one will probably give you the answer more so.
Why do you say that?
Just because, obviously, we're not in the U.S., so obviously Silent Hill isn't a place, but it is a place.
Like,
I know you're just looking for a clear-cut answer, but it's not that simple.
but okay, whatever. Moving on.
All right. So for your first one,
Yeah, for my first one, I'm just starting with the heavy hitter because everybody and their mother is excited for this one. Just by looking at the opening of this trailer, you already know what it is. It's Hollow Knight Silksong, the game that we never thought was going to happen, the game that we thought was just in development hell. The game that we have been waiting 7 years for. This game has been in development for 7 years. Uh, and a fun thing too is, I don't know if I told you this, but there was actually an interview with, I think, the director for the game, and they asked him, they were like, was the game just in development hell? He said no. The problem is we had so much money whenever we were making this game that we just kept adding stuff and adding stuff and adding stuff, and it eventually got to the point where we just had to stop so we could get this game out. But he said that if they could have spent 15 years developing this game, they would have.
I mean, fair. I guess that's a nice problem to have.
Yeah, I know. Too much money? I know. Tell me about it. I wish I had that problem.
So,
call me Scrooge McDuck.
like I said, I've never played the first Hollow Knight. And to be honest, like, watching this makes me want to grab a copy. Like, this, I want to play it. Like, it looks cool. But I did see that they actually just released info on Steam today. And they have... I think it actually hit its peak on concurrent players today. I think it had like 70,000 plus players.
What? Oh, the original Hollow Knight?
Not Silksong. The original Hollow Knight.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, the original hit his peak concurrent players. So I mean, like, a lot of people are excited for this. And,
this is also the #1 most wishlisted game on Steam.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
There you go, September 4th.
Yeah, whenever they showed this trailer, finally, I couldn't believe it, because they literally announced it the release date 2 weeks before the game was supposed to come out. And talk about the biggest bombshell. I mean, you and I were talking about it before we even started recording, but there's companies and developers moving their games back because of this game's release. And that's insane to me, because this is an indie game. You know, you don't see that often, in the indie market. An indie game coming out that's so big that developers are scared to release a game around it is insane. That's like GTA 6 levels. Hype and excitement. So.
No, I mean, when GTA 6 gets a concrete release date, a lot of people are going to be like, "Yep, we need to move our date." And I know some people were holding their release dates until GTA 6 got even an estimated window. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Hollow Knight Silksong is going to be massive. I already know that whenever we get to the end of the year and we get to see Geofafa's beautiful face for the 5th time of the year, whenever we, having another deal of announcements and everything, this one is going to have a lot of awards.
Oh, yeah.
And nominations. This game is going to blow up.
I think needless to say, this has been a very good year for gaming so far, and I'm also kind of counting my eggs before they hatch, kind of thing. But we still have a lot of games that haven't come out yet. Obviously, like Silent Hill and Ghost of Yotai, and there's a lot of games that are still down the line. So we've got a pretty big roster this year. It's going to be a good one.
Oh, I know, and I'm fighting. I am fighting to not have anything put in the backlog, man. I am really trying to press through these, but also still enjoy them. I'm not trying to play through them to the point where I rush myself, but I am really attempting to not have any of these fall into the backlog.
Yeah.
So.
No, I got to do the same, but unfortunately, I'm losing that battle too. So.
Yeah. Good thing is I picked up Metal Gear. The weekend we're recording this is, the first weekend Metal Gear's been out. I'm already almost done with it, but it's also a game I played before, so I'm familiar with it and everything. So I'll be done with it before Silksong comes out.
There you go.
Lost Soul Aside also came out, so it's going to be one of those things of, I probably am not going to start Lost Soul Aside until after Silksong's release, because I'm super excited for Silksong.
Yeah, like I said, I need to play the first one. I gotta, if I'm gonna do it, I gotta do it right, kind of thing. So.
No, agreed, especially because, Hornet, the character you play as in this one, is in the first one, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope, I'm gonna have to grab it, but unless you got anything else, I'm gonna just roll into the next one, man.
September 4th, baby. All right,
It's almost here.
Actually, you know, I just realized this episode's going up the day this game comes out.
Is it?
Yeah. September 4th's a Friday, isn't it? It's a Thursday. Never mind. Yeah, so this episode comes out
the day after.
The day after, yeah. So.
Well, hopefully you guys are enjoying Silksong right now. Then.
Hopefully you're listening to this podcast while playing Silksong.
As you should.
Yeah.
I mean, you should. So. Like, what else are you gonna do other than listen to us and play Silksong?
Yep, listen to us talk about Silksong while playing Silksong. Silksongception.
All right, well, I'm gonna roll into the next one then.
Okay.
Before we dig into that rabbit hole a little bit more. Before
this gets as complicated as a Nolan movie, let's move on. So.
All right. Well, speaking of complicated, I'm a little bit surprised that this is one I'm excited for. But obviously, I was obviously very vocal on my opinion of Black Myth Wukong, but the developers, they kind of went crazy and they actually copyrighted the next like 7 projects in the works. Like they have a huge plan for this series, and the next one they titled it Black Myth Zongqi. How do you pronounce this one? Zongqi?
Zongqi or Zongqi? One of here. Hold on, I got you. Hold on.
All right, I don't even know how to pronounce this one.
Pronounce Zongqi or Kwai. Oh, it's okay. It's Zongqi.
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 All right. Well, I'm gonna take your word for it. But
according to Google, it's Zongqi.
Oh, yeah, it's on the internet. It has to be true then.
Yeah.
But this is one I'm intrigued in. Obviously, I was very vocal on my opinion with Black Myth Wukong. And I didn't like how they did it where it was digital only, and then months later we got a physical copy. Like, that's a whole other monster.
When you say months later, it was half a year later.
Yeah. But, like, I gave it a fair shot, and to be honest, I 100%ed that game. I platinumed it. I gave it a fair shot, and by the end of it, I really enjoyed it. It was good. I don't think it was as great as everyone made it out to be, but I will say that is on my list of games I recommend playing, for sure. And, I liked the story. The combat it took me a second to get on board with it, but I did enjoy it. I went into it thinking it was a Souls game, and by the end of it, I realized it's not a Souls-like, in my opinion.
Well, everybody was calling it one too, so that didn't help either.
Yeah.
In your predetermination, I guess you could say. So.
And I played this when it went physical, so I didn't play it digitally. So, like, there was, like, 6 months of, people talking this, that, and the other. Like, all the reviews, everyone was blowing it up. I didn't play this game till 6 months later, so I kind of had a preconceived notion of, oh, it's a Souls-like, blah, blah, blah. And when I went into it, I was like, no, I feel like I'm playing God of War. So...
I still don't see God of War, but you know, whatever.
I see the God of War combat a little bit to me. So, but anyway, what's up?
I was just gonna say, to me, it seems more. I don't know, like. I get to me, it seems more Devil May Cry.
I mean, that's the same in my opinion. Like they're both button mashers. Wait, hold on.
Which God of War are you comparing it to?
I'm comparing it to the newer ones.
It is nothing like the newer ones.
I disagree.
If you said the older ones, I could see the argument to be made there, but not the newer ones. Not at all.
No, that's how I see it. I feel it's very similar to that.
As somebody who has put in hundreds of hours into the God of War franchise, man, I can't see that.
I mean, to each their own. But like I said, I didn't see this as a Souls-like, and that's what disappointed me. But I powered through it, and to be honest, by the end of it, I really enjoyed it. So when the next one comes out, this is one I will be taking a look at, and I'm really hoping, I assume we will, especially with the amount of money the first one made, but I'm hoping we'll get a physical release on this one day one.
Oh, most likely, especially like you said, for how much money this game, the first one made. So,
But Game Science did some really cool stuff with that, and I'm excited to see what the next one is. So, unless you have anything else you want to jump into on this, man, because you didn't really play a lot of Black Myth, did you?
I picked it up whenever the physical copy came out. It's one that I was really excited for, and I'm still excited to play it. But I picked it up. The physical copy came out like right before Christmas, man. So, obviously that time of year is a very busy time of year for a lot of people. So for me, I picked it up. I started it. It fell to the wayside. I was enjoying it, but something came out. What came out at the beginning of this year? I feel like something came out at the beginning of the year that caught my attention over it, and then I don't remember. But anyway, and then the Switch 2 came out, and then Donkey Kong Bonanza came out, and so all these games have just come out to this point that it's been banished to the backlog, unfortunately. But it has been on my mind here lately. But I want to make sure that I keep up with all the games coming out and also finish my playthrough of Liza P before I hop back into it.
Yeah, no, that's one you definitely need to dig into more. That game is so freaking good.
Yeah, and it seems like I have plenty of time though too, because Zonquay, I just looked up to see if it has a release date or even an estimated release date, and I saw one thing where people were speculating it's anywhere between 2027 and 2028, maybe even 2029, and I was like, yeah, I feel like you announced it too early then if that's the case. So,
I mean,
but whatever.
yeah, I mean, this is literally just an announcement trailer. There's no gameplay. There's nothing here that even remotely says this game is coming close. Like, to me, this is just saying, hey, we have this property. Look forward to something on this. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it was 2027.
I mean, but both of us, we hate this kind of crap where, where companies are like, here's our new game. Wait 7 years.
Yep. Coming out 2032. Yeah. No, I mean,
yep.
We'll have this conversation again when Game Fest, or not Game Fest, the Game Awards happen this holiday.
And we get all these announcements of games coming out in the next 10 years.
Which, hopefully, we're going to have to plan ahead on it, but we might be able to do another live stream of the Video Game Awards, which was our very first episode when we started back in December. So hopefully we can kind of come full circle and do another one of those.
Yeah, our very first episode that was also not an episode.
It was, but it wasn't, but it was also a lot of fun. We got some nice interaction with people, so who knows? That's a few months away, guys, but something to maybe keep an eye out for. But
yep, absolutely. I'll just say it right now, though, if we do it and they pop up Resident Evil Requiem, though, I am closing my eyes. I'm not watching.
He's gonna run away. He's gonna run off screen, and I'll have to text him to let him know when he can come back. So, but I will be there. I will definitely watch it. And you know for a fact they will have something Requiem there. So.
Oh, 100%. But if they show anything Onimusha though and Pragmata, I'm dying to see more of both of those. So I will stick around for those.
Didn't they have a hands-on test with Pragmata at Gamescom?
From my understanding, they did, but I haven't watched it yet. So.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't even know if it was open to the public. It might have been behind closed doors kind of thing, but.
That's possible.
But yeah, but anyway, let's go on to your next one, man. I know this is one that I didn't even know about, so.
Yeah, this is one that actually caught my attention heavily. This is, I'm not even going to try to pronounce, what is it, Latin?
Maybe.
Latin? I don't remember. Oh gosh, I'm really letting my idiocy show, aren't I? Like my, not idiocy.
Divina Commedia?
That sounds like a song.
I mean, that's what it says, so.
Hold on. Is it Latin? Oh, it's not Latin. It's Italian. Okay.
There you go.
but anyway, so yeah, this is the Divine Comedy, which is based off of Dante's Inferno. And that, just so you know, that's not not actually the title of it. It's not Dante's Inferno. Dante's the author. Inferno is the title. So
technically, it's the Divine Comedy is what the title
yeah,
is.
but I mean, like in recent times, though, that's what people know it as.
Yeah,
so.
But no, I'm saying that's what the title literally translates to.
Oh, yes, is the Divine Comedy.
I've never even heard of this studio.
I haven't either. I meant to look them up, but I forgot to. But this is a game based off of the Divine Comedy, which we've had one before in the game Dante's Inferno, published by EA back in,
2008, 2009.
Maybe I would say 7, 8, yeah, for the 360 and PS3, which was a God of War style game, the
And was
original God of War.
fantastic, too.
Oh yeah, it was. I love that game. This one looks, I don't know, this one doesn't really look like a Souls-like, but it looks like it's a hack and slash, and you know me, I love my hack and slashes, so I'm here for it.
This makes me think like Stellar Blade.
Yeah, and I consider Stellar Blade a hack and slash. I know a lot of people consider Stellar Blade a Souls-like. I don't see that. To me,
very lightly consider it that, but I see it more as like hack and slash.
Yeah, I do too, because I feel like people get those two confused a lot nowadays, especially for the amount of Souls-likes that are out there, and, you know, for the revival of hack and slashes that we're getting. But I feel like a Souls-like is more heavy in its gameplay and its combat, and a hack and slash is lighter and more fluid. So
I feel like a Souls-like really speaks more to the controls, like the way the game plays, instead.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Also, if your game doesn't have a stamina bar, it's not a Souls-like, it's a hack and slash.
Fair. But no, this is one I didn't know anything about until you mentioned it here, but like I am very interested in this. Like I'm curious. I want to know more. Obviously, this is just an announcement trailer again, so this is going to be a few ways off. It says this is gameplay footage, so
yeah, so obviously it's, you know, and it's a decent way into development, so
maybe. I mean, this could be just like a first level, like mini boss kind of thing. But
Let's
I mean,
Jayama Games.
But yeah, like I like the combat. The style is incredible. I love the way the game looks.
I'm trying to find out who these are. Jayama Games. It looks like they've done other games. What have they done? Do you know what Entoria is?
Entoria, I don't.
Okay, because apparently that's the...
Anoitra?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, the like Italian Souls-like? That would make sense. Yeah.
Don't ask me, I don't know.
Enotria?
Enotria, yeah.
Yeah, that's that Italian Souls-like game that came out not too long ago.
Yeah, it came out last year. I don't even know what this one is.
It came out last year, but it just physically came out like a few months ago because I just bought a copy.
Oh, okay, so you haven't messed with it then.
No, but I know... So they did that one too?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I have no idea who this company is, though, and I have no idea what this game is. Is this a game that I should be looking into?
The other one is... It looks like a proper Souls-like.
Okay.
Like, I feel like you should know that one. Like, I mean, I can pull up a trailer here real quick if you want to watch it.
Yeah, if you want, that's fine. So really curious, too.
Here you go. I feel like you've seen this one, though.
Delusion taken form walks into my great hall.
Yeah, this was one I was actually very excited for, and the physical edition just kept getting delayed over and over.
So when did this come out, like, initially?
It's been out, like, digitally for a while, but the physical just came out, I want to say, April-ish? Could be wrong. Maybe May?
It says September from what I'm looking at.
For physical?
I don't know, man. It looks really interesting, though. I'm just like... Yeah, no, it came out September of last year. The digital.
Yeah.
Or the game has... Yeah.
The digital's been out for a bit.
Yeah, almost a year.
But yeah, you take their hats and their masks and stuff like that, and you wear them and you gain their powers and stuff like that too. If I haven't played it, but that's what I was told or what I've heard.
I'm very interested.
Yeah, that one was one I was excited for. So,
I am very interested in that.
but I didn't realize that was the same studio. That's interesting.
Yeah, but anyway, wrap up on Dante's Inferno so we can move on though.
All right. Well,
Yeah, no, I'll just say, if you are a regular viewer of this podcast, you know I like my grand epics, so I'm very excited for the Divine Comedy to come out in a game form again. So.
nope. That's one. Like I said, it wasn't on my radar, but it absolutely is now. And now that I know the studio that made it, I'm definitely more intrigued. So, but I'm gonna jump into my next one unless you got anything else.
Nope, because obviously the Divine Comedy is just, an announcement trailer, so we don't have too much to go off of.
Yeah,
So
we got a little ways to go. But
Yeah.
so I'm gonna switch up to my last one, and this one's gonna be a little bit different because it's not a game. For me, I'm always really big in the tech and hardware. I love electronics and stuff like that. And obviously, one of the biggest pieces of hardware was the ROG Xbox Ally, or the Xbox ROG Ally, and the Ally S, or X, I don't even remember. But I'm really excited for this new piece of tech. This is something that, man, like, I have sung the praises of the Steam Deck. I mean, I told you about it when they originally came out. I think you bought one, too, didn't you?
yeah, I have one. I've hardly touched it because getting me to play anything in handheld is, an act of Congress. But
I mean, fair, but like this is one I am very excited for. I will say there are some things that kind of give me pause when it comes to this handheld unit, but I want something that's going to be comparable to the Steam Deck, but I also want something that actually has a console library. This has access to my console library is probably something I should say. Because obviously I've got tons of games available on my Xbox. I've got tons of games. This thing will link to Steam, so I can access my Steam library on here.
Well, it just runs on a Windows OS, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it has Steam built into it. There's actual integration into it. Like there is an
is
actual...
there?
Yeah, like they've partnered with Steam on this.
So at your fingertips, you have your Steam library, you have Game Pass library. If you have Game Pass, you have your Xbox library.
So yes, that's the one thing that I don't know the full details on, but apparently it doesn't have your entire Xbox library starting.
Just what's compatible.
It's just what is compatible, and then it only has access to playing things over the cloud.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's the one thing that's kind of like just giving me pause on this one. So I'm hoping to see more. They announced a lot of stuff at Gamescom on this. The one thing they haven't officially given has been a release date, if I remember correctly. And then on top of that, the price points have been, I think they're rumor. I don't think they've given official price points yet, but this thing is going to be expensive. This thing is not going to be a Steam Deck. This thing's not even going to be a Series X at this point. This thing's going to be well above those things. So,
yeah, I mean, if you get one, man, I'll just check yours out because I'm not trying to drop, potentially $900 on something like this.
Yeah. And they're doing two different models. They have the S model and then the X model, and obviously there's going to be differences between the two, like the processor, the storage, stuff like that. But I want to know more, but for me, as someone who's obsessed with technology and like seeing the newest pieces of tech, like I was excited for the PlayStation Portal and then was very disappointed when I found out the way the Portal runs. I really wish they would have made it a full standalone thing. I mean, hell, you can see on the screen there, it has access to everything.
Hey, what are you barking at? Chill. Anyway, yeah.
But as you saw on the screen, it has access to like Steam, GOG, Ubisoft, like it has digital access to all these different platforms. So there's potential, but I'm still cautiously optimistic about this one because I really want it to do well, but I'm not 100% yet. Like there's things that I would like to get hands on with this thing personally before I commit to spending $1,000, if potentially. So
fair.
But what do you think on this, man? I mean, do you have any input or anything on the ROG Ally?
So I'm just gonna call it the ROG to make it easy. Whenever my wife and I were looking into getting a Steam Deck, we actually floated around the idea of getting a ROG before we got the Steam Deck. But, I mean, obviously that was before this one was even announced or anything. So, it was something that we had talked about doing at one point in time, especially because obviously it has a Windows OS and everything, so the stuff you can do on it, you have to jump through a lot less hoops, if you catch my drift.
Yeah. Yes and no.
Whenever you want to don your eye patch and your peg
No,
leg.
I get it. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But my thing is with the Ally, like, it's a great piece of hardware, but it's kind of like the iPhone and Android. Like, when it comes to the Steam Deck, it's going to work because that's what it's made for.
Yeah.
With the, like, Android phones and the Ally, like, you can do all sorts of things, but it's going to work maybe 80-85% of the time because that's not what it's intended for.
Yeah.
But you can do it.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying, and it's also a thing of too, and I can already see the argument being made is, one of the things between Apple and Android is, Apple is simplistic in its design. It's straightforward, it's not trying to be anything else, and that's an attraction to a lot of people, but then you have people who like having full reign and control over their devices. Typically, those are Android users. But, but there's also caveats to having full control over your device.
Yep. No, there's definitely pros and cons to both. Like, I'm not pro one, anti the other. Like, I've had Android, I've had iPhone. But I think when it comes to gaming hardware and stuff like that, when you're committing to a system that's especially this price point, you need to know what you're going in for.
I'm just saying, if it's at this price point, they may as well just, take it and put it at phone stores and everything, man. Let me add it to my phone plan to pay that off because if it's going to be expensive, man, like, I'm not willing to drop that much money on something like that.
Because what we're talking about is the rumor of the price point. I was telling him earlier a little bit on it, and this is all rumor and speculation, but I think they're talking about making the ROG Ally, I think it's like 600, and then I think the Ally X is supposed to be $899, so almost $900. But like, if you think of it from a console standpoint, the Xbox Series X right now I think is like $600. I think they're like $679 or $699 or something like that. So I mean,
yeah, because they just went up in price.
Yeah, because of all the stuff going on. But my point is that piece of hardware that technically is, 5 years old now? They came out in 2020?
Mm-hmm.
These pieces of hardware that are 5 years old that have actually gone up in price, we're about to release a handheld unit that's $200 more?
Yeah. That's a steep asking price, man.
Yep, that is. It really is. So... and again, this is a unit that only plays games over cloud servers and stuff like that. So I don't think it has a direct connection to your Xbox.
That really kills it for me, personally.
There's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of things up in the air, but I'm really hopeful that this thing is going to be positive. Like, I really want this to do well, but I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it's going to be tough for early adopters, so...
It's going to become an Ouya.
Don't say that. I can't live with another one of those under my belt. So
the ROG Ouya.
All right. Well, unless you have anything else, man, I'm gonna let you wrap it up with your last one. So.
Yep. Let's hit our last one, and this was one that completely caught me off guard, and I am extremely excited for. So I'm not a big fan of the Lego games, just in general. Like, there's some that I enjoy, and that I enjoy playing with other people, enjoy playing by myself. But this one caught my attention and then some because it is Batman. And I mean, you and I are big Batman fans. We praise the Arkham series all the time on this podcast. Yeah. And this is basically Lego Arkham. You'll see in the trailer too, here in a second, how the combat works. The combat is Arkham. It's just in Lego though. But the thing is, though, is this is actually the entire legacy of Batman. You're going through the Nolan movies. From my understanding, you're going to be going through other movies. There's also going to be tons of comic book references to the TV shows that we've gotten. It's literally a celebration of Batman, and that has me extremely excited.
Dude, it's Lego Arkham City. Like,
it is.
It
But
really
apparently,
is.
so the director was asked about, the open world, because it is open world. He said the map is bigger than any of the maps in the Arkham games.
That's crazy to me.
And I can't wait. I am so excited for this one. And I've never been excited for a Lego game before.
I haven't been excited for a Lego game, but I do like the Lego games.
Yeah.
I like some of them. I usually get bored with them, but I mean, they're like the newer ones where they actually take the audio from the movies and input them into the games. Like, I thought that was the best thing they could have done. And it's like they're just stepping up their game even more. So this one's interesting to me as well.
Yep. Here's a scene from The Batman with Robert Pattinson, which I know you really enjoyed that one as well. So yeah, it's a celebration of Batman, and who they got to play Bane, Tom Hardy's Bane, is actually Matt Berry. Matt Berry is a very funny guy, and he has a very distinct voice. So I'm shocked that they got him for this project, but it's really cool though.
I think it's neat too, because they're obviously gonna have a lot of fun with the game as well. I mean, Bane just stepped on a Lego and hurt his foot, so like,
yeah,
they're not taking themselves too seriously, which is nice. So,
oh yeah, I can't wait for this one, man. What are your thoughts? Because I know this is the first time you've watched the trailer, so.
No, like I said, this is Lego Arkham City. I don't care what anybody calls it or anything like that. This is Lego Arkham. But no, I'm intrigued in it. The Lego games aren't really catered to us per se, so I don't know. But like, this is one I wouldn't be opposed to checking out. Like, this would be one I would play, but who knows? I might actually finish a Lego game.
Dude, honestly, I don't think I've ever finished a Lego game, so yeah, it would be a first for me too.
Yeah, because I've played the Lego Batman games. I messed with Lego Lord of the Rings, or was it?
There's Lego Lord of the Rings. There's also Hobbit.
Yeah, I did the Star Wars. I've played them, but I've only played like a small percentage because I always get bored. It's just not anything like it doesn't hold my attention. So
yeah, no, I played the first Lego Batman, some of it. I played Lego Indiana Jones, Star Wars. Obviously, Star Wars was a big one back in the day. It's what started this whole thing.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So. But this one just has me excited. Like I said, just because it's a celebration of Batman, and also if this is the closest thing that I can get to an Arkham game nowadays, I will take it. Since we're not getting any Arkham games.
I mean, he even uses the explosive gel like they did in Arkham City and Asylum. Like, I mean, this is a Lego Arkham game. Like, in all fairness.
Yeah, I can't wait. And obviously, it's a Lego game, so you're going to have a massive roster of playable characters from the history of Batman. And one thing that I'm really excited for, and I know some people will probably be disappointed, but the director was, in a different maybe have been the same interview, I don't know. But he was being asked who some of the characters are that are going to be in it. And he was asked, is Superman going to be in it? And he said, no, Superman is not going to be in it. Batman will not be sharing the spotlight with any other heroes, and that has me excited because it's just solely a dedicated Batman game. And obviously there was a lot of characters he was asked if they were going to be in it, but he couldn't comment because, But one that I thought was funny, though, was he was asked if James Gunn was going to be in it, and he was like, no comment. So...
Well, one thing I am kind of excited to see, because they call it the Golden Age suit, but I thought that was the Long Halloween suit. But they have obviously different skins. So I'm excited, because obviously with Batman, there's tons of different iterations and skins and suits and all sorts of stuff they can do. So I am kind of excited to see what all they can dig into that. So.
Oh yeah, they've already even announced that the Rainbow Batsuit is going to be in the game.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. So
like there's going to be so many different iterations and suits for Batman in this game, and I am excited. And then not only that though, but obviously Robin is going to be in it, Nightwing is going to be in it, Batgirl's going to be in it, and there's a whole different so many different variations for them as well in their suits and what they have. So
Yeah, I mean, it's Batman. It's a huge universe. There's tons of villains. Like when Arkham City came out, I was super excited that they even showed Man-Bat any love. Man-Bat was one of my favorites from back in the day. And
that's Arkham Knight, sir.
that was Knight?
Yeah.
I thought that was City.
No,
I
it's
don't know.
Knight.
It's been a bit, but anyway, I was surprised that Man-Bat got some
You're
love.
You're just thinking it's City because it was a great segment, and Arkham Knight was not the greatest game,
Yeah.
so you just automatically attribute it to City.
I was so disappointed with that stupid Batmobile thing. So
I just realized too that the explosive gel scene, that's Keaton's Batsuit.
yeah, I have noticed that while during it keeps switching, like his suit keeps
Yeah.
changing. So because even when he jumps after Bane at the end, he's in the Dark Knight suit.
Yeah, and right here it's the Battinson suit. So I'm excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Yep.
I wonder if they're gonna show Affleck any love.
Man, that's a good question. I mean, yeah, that's a good question. Because not a lot of people really cared for that iteration of Batman, so.
Who put that there? I could have really hurt myself.
But yeah, see, he's in the Dark Knight suit there.
Yep.
So, but yeah, there's a lot of big games in the works according to Gamescom anyway. So, but yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up for us. Unless you got anything else you want to dive into real quick before we end the episode.
No, not that I can think of, so.
Well, cool. If anything, guys, that was some of our biggest highlights for Gamescom. Again, there was a lot of other games that got announced and got some nice respect, but we didn't want to dig in too much, but we want to know what some of your favorites were. So down in the comments below, let us know, what was your favorite from Gamescom? Did we pick one of your favorites, or was there something we overlooked? There's plenty of things you could choose from, guys, and we love to see the comments and the feedback, so let us know. And as always, guys, again, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Any little bit of support, that helps us out immensely, and it also shares us along with other people, too. What's up? What do you got?
I was also going to say, just, we kind of touched on it at the top of the episode, but stay tuned. Andy and I have been talking honestly, we've been talking about it this weekend, so it hasn't been in talks for very long, but some changes are coming, some big things are coming, so stay tuned, because there's going to be a lot going on within the coming months on this channel.
Yep. And then don't forget to follow us on our socials as well. We're going to start uploading a lot more to TikTok and stuff like that. So I will put all that in the description down below just so you guys have access to it. But don't forget to follow and check those out too. We do like to upload every now and then. We do have to get a lot better about it, but it's something we're working on. And unless you have anything else, Chandler?
Yeah, I'm not going to say subscribe, bitch, again, even though I just did. Y'all caught it. So.
All right. Well, before he pisses off more people that are watching, guys, we appreciate your time. We appreciate your support. And as always, guys, don't forget to keep it uncultured. And we'll see you next time.